good morning. This presentation is brought to you by Resonate International with a mission to leverage knowledge worldwide. The topic being covered is Moonlight and Mind, the celestial mirror of human consciousness. Ladies and gentlemen, high above the world, the moon moves in silence, neither rushing nor retreating. It rises, it wanes, it returns, unchanged yet ever changing. To the human eye, it appears gentle, silver, passive. Yet across cultures and centuries, it has been seen not as an object but as a force, mysterious, magnetic, and deeply personal. In the ancient sky of India, the moon is not merely a planet's satellite. It rests upon the matted locks of Lord Shiva, the cosmic yogi. There it symbolizes time, rhythm, stillness, and surrender. On Shiva's brow, the moon is more than an ornament. It is his serenity. It is his mastery over mind, time, and tides. This is no myth. This is a cosmic poetry layered with symbolism and science, physiology and psychology, cosmology and consciousness. Human physiology, composed of nearly 90% water at birth, echoes the planet's own fluid nature. Oceans rise and fall in rhythm with the moon's gravitational pull. Could the tides of the human body, that is movement of cerebrospinal fluid, the pulse of blood, the ebb and flow of neurotransmitters, not also respond? It's a question mark. Modern neuroscience reveals that the brain emits rhythmic frequencies alpha, beta, delta, and theta. These waves are the language of consciousness. Sleep, thought, emotion, even intuition, each arises in its own frequency like cosmic radio stations. The moon, with its subtle gravitational dance, may not command, but it nudges, it invites internal resonance with celestial cycles. Ancient systems understood this. In Ayurveda, the moon, Chandra, governs Kapha, the dosha of water and earth. It nourishes, calms, and cools. It soothes inflammation, eases migraines, lowers blood pressure, and supports fertility. During full moons, it is believed that this energy intensifies, drawing forth what lies hidden emotionally, physically, spiritually. Let's also examine mind and moon, the mirror beyond emotion. The moon does not disturb the mind, it reflects it. It is not the cause of chaos, but the surface on which chaos becomes visible. If agitation stirs within, the moonlight may amplify it. not to harm, but to help reveal what must be healed. Likewise, peace, love, or clarity, when present, shimmer more vividly under its gaze. Psychology aligns with this observation. Mood disorders, mania, anxiety, insomnia sometimes peak with full moon. Yet it is not universal. The moon enhances states, it does not impose them. In Ayurvedic cosmology, the lunar calendar marks moments of deep receptivity. Certain nights, like Sharad Purnima, are believed to carry ambrosial rays, where moonlight nourishes body tissue and enhances immunity. This is more than symbolism. It is a call to align. Just as crops respond to moonlight, so too does the body and mind when open and attuned. Further, let's look at moonlight as medicine, stillness as strength. Moon bathing, Chandrakanti Snana, invites absorption not just of light but of stillness. Unlike the sun, which energizes, the moon heals. It cools the fairy mind, balances the nervous system, and whispers the ancient mantra Om Chandraya Nama, a chant not just to the moon but to clarity, to intellect sharpened by calm, to equanimity restored when emotions cloud perspective. In this mantra lies a hidden therapy, less chemical, more vibrational, a medicine not taken but received in silence. Examining the myth to mind and the cosmic context is important. In Indian mythology, the moon is not detached from the divine, it is integrated. Shiva's calm is made visible by the crescent moon upon his head. This visual poetry tells a story. Even the most fierce force, when illuminated by awareness, finds stillness. The lunar cycle becomes symbolic of the inner journey, waxing of growth and intention, fullness of clarity and culmination, waning of release and surrender, new moon of stillness and potential. This cycle exists not only in the sky but in the breath, in the mind, and in the unfolding of consciousness. What's the way forward? In this age of relentless motion, the moon offers something radical, a return to rhythm. The future does not require conquering the cosmos, but harmonizing with it. Sleep cycles aligned to natural light, meditation during full moons, rest during new moons, fertility tracked by lunar tides, emotional awareness heightened by moonlit reflection. Let the moon serve not as a mastery to be solved, but as a mirror to be honored, a teacher not of answers, but of presence. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, as consciousness expands, the illusion of separation dissolves. The moon and the mind are not two, they are reflections of one rhythmic universe. Whether understood through physiology or mythology, both serve the same truth. There is harmony in surrender, strength in stillness, and illumination in inner silence. And in the eternal words of Lord Krishna, spoken to Arjuna on the sacred field of Kurukshetra, he says, as is the rhythm in poetry, so is the order in the universe. I am the moon who gives the sap of life to all plants. These are not lines of scripture, they are mirrors of consciousness, lunar in their glow, steady, still, and ever giving. The moon does not speak, but it teaches, and those who listen, not with ears, but with stillness, receive its most profound gift, the reminder that all of existence is one rhythm, and every mind, like the moon, carries both shadow and light. Let stillness be honored. Let consciousness be deepened. Let the moon remind all. The rhythm of the cosmos begins in silence. Good luck, best wishes, and God bless.